From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
The Gallatin Valley Food Bank received a huge donation of pork ribs today. How they got it is an interesting story. I'm Elizabeth Fitz, and I will have more for you in a few minutes.
Hey, I'm just hanging around in Butte, literally. I'll tell you about this sport that's gaining in popularity.
That sport involves more than just hanging, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more to it than that.
But he has the hanging part down.
Yes, he does. Down pat, John Amy there in Butte. Chet Lehman, Matt Elwell here in the studio. Jane McDonald is off today. She will be back on Monday.
Maybe she's enjoying this.
Isn't that just
beautiful
spectacular?
Sunrise.
Just a little bit of a breeze there I see on the flag.
Yeah, not
line.
much.
Not terrible.
And we do have some patchy fog in parts of the area. Yesterday's snow, part of that. We're also dealing with some icy spots on our area roadways. Most of our morning temperatures below the freezing mark. Not most, all of them.
Yeah.
Temperatures out toward West Yellowstone among the coldest, as you would expect, 6 degrees there. Teens and 20s mixed across the area. I do see the potential of some snow showers today on your Friday, but most of that's going to be in the mountains, and that could lead to some flurries in a few valleys as well. Breakdown in temperatures with that sunrise as a backdrop. Yeah, man, it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Back into the 30s, just chilly. You'll want the jackets and coats. Again, there may be some patchy fog out there this morning, so turn on those lights even as the sun is heading over the horizon. That's a good idea.
Good idea.
We'll talk more about what you can expect over the next few days coming up in just a few minutes.
Right, thank you, Matt. 6:31. Back in 2020, the Montana Farmers Union had an excess of meat when the hotels and restaurants the farmers sold it to were forced to close. So the Farm Union members decided they would donate all of that meat instead. And now they contribute pork every year to food banks around the state, including this time the Gallatin Valley Food Bank. TN's Elizabeth Fitz picks up the story.
The Gallatin Valley Food Bank received more than 1,600 pounds of pork ribs today, which will make a huge impact as they sometimes struggle to find protein.
I work with the clients up front. We have one family that came in. They have 3 little kids. I'll hold her baby while she's shopping. And she comes back, every time she comes back, every other week, she will bring in a baked good for myself and the staff from the food that she gets here at the food bank because she's just so grateful.
Nicole Stock sees around 70 families a day at the Gallatin Valley Food Bank, each one relying on donations from generous people and organizations like the Montana Farmers Union.
Montana Farmers Union, with our partners at Farmers Union Enterprise, have donated our 3rd semi-load of pork to the food bank network,
bringing nearly 37,000 pounds of pork ribs to food banks in the region, and more than 1,600 of those pounds going to the Gallatin Valley Food Bank.
They'll also go to the Headwaters Area Food Bank in Three Forks and the Big Sky Community Food Bank in Big Sky, all HRDC programs, and also to our Pay What You Can restaurant, the Fork and Spoon.
Protein is critically important for people to survive, and you know there's a shortage of it. And the food banks are struggling to find good quality protein to feed the people. And this is just one of the ways that we can help.
At the beginning of the pandemic in 2020, a lot of hotels and restaurants shut down, which meant the Montana Farmers Union could no longer sell them meat.
And so it was an opportunity for us to do something for our communities. And it was so well received, and the food banks were so appreciative, the states were very appreciative, and we saw the need. And so we're going to continue to do this as long as we can.
Elizabeth Fitz, MTN News.
I love that. 6:33 now. A new business in Butte climbing literally the heights of fitness. TN's John Amy has that story.
I'm at the latest Butte hangout. It's a gym that has a large rock climbing facility, and this is a sport that's getting more and more popular in Butte and around the world since it recently became an Olympic sport. Help, anybody?
You're gonna walk your feet over.
You want to train. It's hard to climb outside if you don't have the training. And so this just gets you ready. When I lived in Missoula, that was just a dime a dozen. You just would have those hubs that would bring people together. And so that was something that we wanted to create in Butte.
Jen and her husband Matthew, who came to Butte from Missoula with others, started Recreate Climbing and Fitness Gym in Butte last year to give outdoor enthusiasts a place to train. Along with a fitness center, the gym includes a large rock wall facility. This sport has an interesting beginning.
It started out as an off-season training, right? Guys would throw up plywood. A originally guys were picking up rocks and drilling holes in them and screwing them to the wall. I mean, whatever they could do. It's turned into its own sport, you know. There's people that have never climbed outside, but climb in a gym every day.
The climbing gym is gaining in popularity, including over 40 children taking classes.
So we want to build it from the ground up, really invest into the youth so that it actually becomes a part of our culture.
It doesn't take long, even for a novice like me, to pick up the sport. So this is a fairly easy one they're going to give me a shot on. So let me just, okay, here we go. All right, I'm just going to make some.
Yeah, show us your stuff. Yeah, nice.
Okay.
You got it, John.
Does he?
Okay, that isn't so bad, huh? Did I do it all right?
Butte has some of the most spectacular outdoors. You know, we have just every direction. We have incredible mountains, and how do you get the training? How do you meet the people and have the community to do those things?
They hope their business keeps climbing. In Butte, John Amy, MTN News.
All right, 6:35 on the international scene this morning. There are concerns Ukraine may be running out of ammunition for their air defenses against Russia. Scripps News international correspondent Jason Bellini following this story.
Ukraine's Air Force is headquartered here in the central Ukrainian city of Vinnytsia. The leaked U.S. intelligence documents suggest that officials here could be facing a major problem. They're running perilously low on the air defense missiles that they use to protect against Russian missile strikes. These Soviet-era systems have also deterred Russia's president from using his fighter jets and bombers to attack military and civilian targets. Military analysts say that if Ukraine's primary air defense system is rendered helpless, the war could take a major turn. I spoke with a colonel, the Air Force's spokesperson, about this potential scenario.
According to the leaked U.S. intelligence documents, Ukraine's air defenses could crumble within weeks. Do you agree with that assessment?
Я не можу відповісти прямо на це запитання.
I cannot answer this question directly because information about the type of missiles and their number is classified.
Перших днів війни
Since the first days of the war, we have been using a very large number of rockets. The enemy is trying in particular to deplete our reserves by launching a large number of these Iranian drones. It is difficult to replenish the ammunition because all of this equipment was produced in the Soviet Union, in Russia. Today, Russia is the manufacturer of these missiles.
These intelligence leaks, how damaging are they to Ukraine's military?
Ну, по-перше, ще не доведено, що це.
First, it has not been proven that this is real information.
Будь-який
Any information leak is dangerous. The enemy is constantly trying to get this kind of information. Information today is very costly, and we pay the price with our lives.
The leaked documents include some numbers that really drive home how important it is for Ukraine to maintain robust anti-aircraft capabilities. The intel says that Russia has 485 fighter jets in range of Ukraine. Compare that to this country's fleet of just 85. The colonel said that speaks to the urgent need for the West to get in here as quickly as possible Patriot missiles and other systems to avoid Russia taking advantage of Ukraine's dwindling anti-aircraft resources.
All right, back here at home now. It is a cyclist's dream. Wide open roads in America's first national park without a car in sight. MTN's Jackie Coffin takes us inside Yellowstone, where for a small window every spring, the conditions are right for an epic bike ride.
If you're biking in Yellowstone National Park or really anywhere in Montana this spring, packing to be prepared is essential. Bringing extra layers of clothes, warm gloves and a hat, sunscreen, bear spray, plenty of water and a little snack, as well as a first aid kit will make sure you have an awesome trip. And once it's all packed, we're ready to go.
Let's go. It's a bucket list ride, starting with a stop at Free Heel and Wheel, right outside the west entrance of Yellowstone National Park.
We're a bicycle and cross-country ski shop. We've been here in West Yellowstone for almost 27 years.
Free Heel and Wheel equips people for outdoor adventures year-round, and April can be the perfect time for trips on two wheels.
In April, if weather permits, they do allow bicyclists to go in and utilize some of the roadways inside the park without the public traffic happening. So it's a really cool time of year.
With the sun shining and the roads dry, I was ready to try it myself.
Just came in the west entrance, and there are some bicyclists on the road. It's a beautiful day.
It's a little windy, but that's okay. Check it out. My Ride is a 30-mile round trip from West Yellowstone to Madison Junction. But other cyclists I ran into, hello, had more ambitious plans.
We're gonna head up to Norris and have a little snack and turn and come back.
Biking the park's empty road, your plans can change quickly. With locals slowing you down, inclement weather moving in, and sights so beautiful you have to slow down and enjoy the ride, or stop to drink it all in.
Wow.
The West entrance offers the best options for bike rides right now. From there, you can ride all the way to Mammoth, which is about 50 miles in one direction. It's important to be prepared as conditions can change quickly. With no services currently available, if you get into trouble, you have to get yourself out.
The park is essentially closed, so there are no services, there's no rescues.
The toughest part of my ride, Yellowstone's infamous headwinds that make the 15-mile bike ride back feel extra challenging.
Ooh, it is windy.
These roads open to cars on April 21st.
Then that opens the other roadways that aren't open right now for bikes, and you can still come and enjoy some cycling in the park in the early season before it gets too busy.
So you've got about a week to enjoy Yellowstone's magical spring shoulder season. In West Yellowstone, Jackie Coffin, MTN News.
Again, the park will open some of those roads beginning next Friday.